Hello, friends, how are you? Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting to uncover some of the most valuable and highly sought-after treasures in the hobby. We're talking about the top 4 Monticello Jefferson nickel silver coins, coins that have captured the attention of collectors worldwide, not only for their history, but also for their incredible market value. These rare nickels, with their unique errors and striking variations in color and design, have become true legends in the numismatic world. These coins are far more than just currency. They're pieces of American heritage, symbols of craftsmanship, and, for some lucky owners, tickets to unimaginable wealth. If you're a coin enthusiast, a serious investor, or simply someone who admires the beauty and significance of America's currency, then this video is absolutely for you. So grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. First up on our list. First up, at first glance, it seems ordinary, almost insignificant. But what if I told you that a Jefferson nickel from 1998, with a Monticello design, could hold a value so extraordinary that it makes millionaires overnight? This is not just a coin. This is a hidden treasure that numismatic experts and collectors are constantly hunting for. Some rare versions of the 1998 Jefferson nickel have achieved legendary status, carrying a price tag in the millions. For those lucky enough to discover one, this coin has the power to transform life forever. The magic of the 1998 Jefferson nickel lies in the world of rarity and error. The U.S. Mint produces billions of coins every year, but sometimes a tiny mistake during the minting process creates something unique, something the market values beyond imagination. These mint errors can include double dies, off-center strikes, wrong planchet strikes, or coins with full Monticello steps that were perfectly preserved in mint state. While an ordinary 1998 nickel may only buy a fraction of a cup of coffee, a rare error coin from this year can fetch sums that rival luxury cars, houses, or even entire businesses. That is the unbelievable power packed into a coin most people overlook every day. Imagine the scene. You're going through an old jar change, something that's been collecting dust for years, when suddenly you spot a 1998 nickel with something unusual about it. At first, you think nothing of it, but then curiosity sparks. A closer look reveals something different. Maybe an error, maybe perfect steps, or maybe that pristine, untouched condition collectors dream of. In that moment, your life changes forever. That small piece of American history could be worth not hundreds, not thousands, but millions of dollars in today's booming coin market. One simple discovery could unlock a world of unimaginable wealth. Beyond the money, there's something fascinating about what the Jefferson nickel represents. Introduced in 1938 and carrying Thomas Jefferson's iconic profile and the historic Monticello on the reverse, this coin is deeply rooted in America's identity. The 1998 version comes from an era right before the new millennium, a piece of history forged in a time of transition. Holding such a coin isn't just about value. It's about possessing a piece of heritage, a connection to a past that shaped the nation. That historical weight adds a sense of pride and wonder that paper money or digital currency could never match. Collectors and investors know the truth. Rare coins like the 1998 Jefferson nickel are more than collectibles. They're financial powerhouses. Unlike volatile stocks or cryptocurrencies that can vanish overnight, coins with proven rarity and historical significance continue to climb in value year after year. This makes them both a treasure and an investment, a physical asset that secures wealth and prestige. Owning one places you among an elite group of collectors who understand the difference between common currency and extraordinary fortune. What truly fuels the legend of the 1998 Jefferson nickel is a universal dream it embodies. Anyone can find one. It could be hiding in your pocket change, sitting in a family collection, or lying forgotten in an old purse. You don't need a vault or a treasure map. You need only curiosity and attention to detail. That sense of possibility keeps collectors searching tirelessly, because the next million-dollar discovery could be as close as a coin you just received in change. This hope, this thrill of discovery, is what makes the hunt so addictive. For those who have struck gold, or in this case, nickel, the story becomes legendary. Imagine the pride of holding a coin others only dream about. For its owner, it's not just a financial windfall, It's proof that miracles exist, that fortune can come from the smallest and most unexpected places. That coin becomes a family legacy, something to pass down for generations, a story that begins with a 5-cent piece and ends with a life changed forever. In the end, the 1998 Monticello Jefferson nickel is more than just money. It's magic. It's a reminder that greatness can hide in the most ordinary places, that opportunity sometimes jingles softly in your pocket, waiting for you to notice. So the next time you come across a 1998 nickel, take a closer look, because in that little coin, you might just be holding the key to unimaginable wealth. The kind that makes dreams come true and turns ordinary lives into extraordinary stories. Next up, you hold in your hand a small 5-cent coin, something so ordinary that most people wouldn't even give it a second glance. But what if I told you that this tiny piece of metal, the 1982 Monticello Jefferson nickel, could be worth millions of dollars today? Yes, you heard that right. Some rare versions of this very coin have earned a reputation for being among the most valuable in the world of coin collecting. If you are lucky enough to possess one of these rarities, you could wake up a billionaire overnight. This coin has the power to transform your life forever, turning what seems like spare change into a ticket to unimaginable wealth. The 1982 Jefferson nickel is not just a piece of currency. It is a hidden treasure wrapped in American history. At first glance, it looks like every other nickel, a familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the Monticello on the reverse. Yet, within the billions of nickels minted that year, there are select few coins with minting errors, unusual metal compositions, or perfect conditions that make them stand out as extraordinary. These imperfections or unique characteristics create scarcity, and scarcity in the numismatic world translates into immense value. For collectors, such coins are more than money. They are masterpieces of history and art combined. What makes the 1982 nickel so special? It lies in the rare errors and pristine conditions that have surfaced over time. From double-die obverse strikes to coins with full Monticello steps or unusual color tones caused by experimental planchets, these variations elevate the coin into the category of elite collectibles. A common 1982 nickel might only buy you 5 cents worth of goods, but a rare one, flawless in condition or marked by an extraordinary error, can fetch a jaw-dropping price at auctions. We're talking not hundreds, not thousands, but potentially millions of dollars for a single coin. That is the incredible reality of this hidden gem. Imagine finding one of these coins in a dusty jar of old change, or tucked away in a drawer you haven't opened for years. That tiny moment of curiosity could change everything. 1 second, you're holding a nickel worth almost nothing, and the next, you're staring at a fortune in your palm. It's the thrill of discovery, the rush of realizing that something so ordinary could hold the key to a future filled with luxury, freedom, and endless possibilities. These are not just coins. They are life changers, and they keep collectors and dreamers alike searching tirelessly. The Jefferson Nickel series, introduced in 1938, was a tribute to one of America's founding fathers and his iconic estate, Monticello. Every coin in this series is a slice of American heritage, but the rarest among them, like certain 1982 issues, carry stories that transcend time. They represent resilience, artistry, and the magic of imperfection. To own one is to hold a piece of history, a symbol of a nation, and a financial treasure that could outshine gold. This combination of history and wealth makes these coins irresistible to serious collectors worldwide. Investors know the truth. Coins like the 1982 Jefferson nickel are more than collectibles. They are long-term assets that appreciate over time. Unlike digital investments or volatile stock markets, rare coins have a stable, ever-growing demand. Each passing year only increases their rarity and desirability. For some, this coin is a safeguard against economic uncertainty. For others, it's a legacy, an heirloom that can be passed down through generations, carrying both monetary and emotional value. Owning such a coin elevates you into an elite circle where wealth and history merge. But beyond the numbers and the history lies something even more powerful: the dream. Anyone, anywhere, could find one. It could be sitting in a coin jar home, lying forgotten in a wallet, or hiding among your daily change. This possibility fuels the passion of millions, reminding us that opportunity often comes in the smallest, most unassuming forms. The idea that life-changing wealth could be within your reach, hidden in plain sight, makes the hunt for the 1982 Jefferson nickel a thrilling adventure for people all over the world. In the end, the 1982 Monticello Jefferson nickel is not just a coin. It's a symbol of hope, luck, and destiny. It proves that greatness can hide in the simplest objects, waiting for someone bold enough to look closely. So, the next time you come across a Jefferson nickel from 1982, don't ignore it. Inspect it, treasure it, and remember, that little coin could hold the power to rewrite your entire life story, turning dreams into reality and making you wealthier than you ever imagined. Next up, the 1989 Jefferson nickel, a coin that might look ordinary to the untrained eye, yet holds a story that could transform your destiny overnight. This coin is part of the iconic Monticello series, a design that has graced American pockets for decades. However, the 1989 issue carries its own mysteries and potential rarity that make collectors and investors pay close attention. Imagine holding in your hands a small piece of metal that could rival gold in value if it carries the right traits. That is the power of rare numismatics, and the 1989 Jefferson nickel stands among those with that possibility. What makes the 1989 Jefferson nickel stand out is not its base metal composition, nor its common mintage, but the hidden anomalies, those elusive errors and varieties that slip past the mint's watchful eye. In the world of coin collecting, perfection is common. Imperfection is priceless. A double die error, a misaligned strike, or a unique planchet mistake can elevate a coin's worth from mere cents to hundreds of thousands, even millions, if the demand and rarity align. The Monticello nickel, with its classic depiction of Jefferson and his historic home, becomes a treasure map when such quirks appear. Now picture this. You rummage through an old drawer or forgotten coin jar, and there it is, shining, worn, or perhaps dull, yet holding a secret that could change your life. The 1989 Jefferson nickel, in its rarest error forms, is not just a coin. It's a golden ticket. Collectors worldwide hunt tirelessly for varieties like off-center strikes or full-step details on Monticello, which denote a perfectly struck reverse. These features dramatically increase desirability, making bidding wars erupt in auctions where deep-pocketed collectors are willing to pay astonishing amounts to secure these rarities. The beauty of coin collecting lies in its unpredictability. A simple nickel, originally worth 5 cents, can skyrocket in value because of factors beyond its face value: historical relevance, rarity, and condition. For the 1989 issue, high-grade specimens certified by top grading agencies like PCS or NGC can fetch jaw-dropping prices. A flawless, mint-state coin with a population rarity becomes an object of obsession for numismatists. And when you add an error to the mix, perhaps a double Monticello inscription or an inverted mint mark, the value climbs exponentially. What adds more thrill is that these treasures often hide in plain sight. Many 1989 nickels still circulate today, pass from hand to hand, unnoticed by millions. Yet, a keen eye can spot the difference: a slight misalignment, a double word, a mirror-like proof finish, or a rare die crack. This is why collectors often say, check your change. It might hold the key to unimaginable wealth. The hunt for the perfect or the flawed 1989 Jefferson nickel is not just about money. It's about history, rarity, and the allure of owning something truly unique. Consider the demand curve. As time passes, fewer pristine 1989 nickels survive. Circulation where erodes their details, and careless handling diminishes their grade. Thus, every high-quality example becomes scarcer each year, driving values upward. Couple this with the rising popularity of coin collecting as an investment and hobby, and you have a perfect storm for explosive prices. Those who recognize the value early can ride the wave to life-changing fortunes, while the unaware continue to spend their potential wealth on everyday purchases. Imagine yourself in the spotlight of a high-profile auction. The room is electric, bids fly higher with each passing second, and the object of desire is your 1989 Jefferson nickel, an error specimen unlike any other. The hammer falls at an eye-watering price, and in that moment, a small coin has transformed your reality. This is not fantasy. Such stories are played out countless times in numismatic circles, where coins once worth pennies become centerpieces worth millions. So, Before you dismiss that 1989 nickel sitting quietly in your pocket or tucked away in a dusty jar, think again. It may not just be a coin. It could be a ticket to unimaginable wealth, a legacy to pass on, a story to tell for generations. In the grand tapestry of coin collecting, the 1989 Jefferson nickel is a reminder that fortune favors the observant. Check your change, treasure your finds, and who knows? Your path to becoming a billionaire might just begin with a humble 5-cent piece. Next up, a coin that might seem ordinary but has a potential to alter your life in ways you never imagined. The Jefferson nickel series, introduced in 1938, is a cornerstone of American coinage, celebrated for its elegant depiction of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his historic Monticello home on the reverse. Yet among these millions of nickels lies a select few from 1983 that could transform a casual collector into an overnight millionaire. This isn't just about metal. It's about history, rarity, and opportunity colliding in the palm of your hand. The 1983 Jefferson nickel might appear common because of its massive mintage, but rarity in the coin world is never about how many were made. It's about how many survived in exceptional condition or how many were born with unique minting errors. Mint errors, double dies, full-step strikes, and misalignments are the golden tickets collectors crave. For the 1983 issue, coins displaying full steps on the Monticello building are especially sought after because they indicate a perfect strike, something rarely achieved with the nickel's tough metal. Add an error like a double die on the lettering or an off-center strike, and you suddenly have a masterpiece worth staggering sums. Imagine pulling a dusty old jar from the back of your closet, emptying it out, and spotting that familiar Jefferson face on a nickel dated 1983. You flip it over, and your pulse quickens. You notice sharp, distinct steps on Monticello or a slight doubling in the inscriptions. That tiny detail could mean the difference between a coin worth 5 cents and one worth tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands at a competitive auction. This is the magic of coin collecting. The thrill of the unknown and the life-changing surprise hidden in something so small. What makes these coins so desirable is a convergence of scarcity and condition. Most nickels from 1983 have been circulated heavily, bearing the scars of decades of use. But those rare examples preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition command extraordinary premiums. When graded by professional services like PeaceGS or NGC, a 1983 Jefferson nickel in high mint state condition can attract aggressive bids. Add a rare die variety or error, and the price skyrockets beyond imagination. Some extraordinary specimens have been known to fetch sums that would make anyone stop and reconsider the value of pocket change. Let's talk about errors for a moment. The U.S. Mint is known for its precision, but perfection is elusive in any high-volume operation. A minor lapse, a tilted die, a misaligned planchet, or a double design can result in anomalies that slip into circulation unnoticed. These flaws are what collectors prize most because they're one of a kind. For 1,983 nickels, errors like off-center strikes or repunch mint marks are jackpot finds. In the numismatic marketplace, rarity rules. And when you combine rarity with demand, you have the perfect recipe for astronomical prices. Now, picture yourself at a major coin auction. The atmosphere is electric as bidders lock eyes on your certified 1983 Jefferson nickel, an MS 67 specimen with full steps or dramatic error that makes it unique in the world. Bidding starts in the thousands and escalates to tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands. The gavel falls, and in that instant, your humble 5-cent coin has changed your financial future forever. This isn't just a fantasy. Stories like this have played out time and time again in the coin collecting universe. The real secret to this wealth lies in awareness. Most people dismiss nickels as trivial, tossing them aside without a second thought. But those who understand their hidden value see treasure where others see change. The 1983 Jefferson nickel is a prime example of why collectors say, check your change. Every coin tells a story, and some tell a story worth millions. Your financial fortune could literally be hiding in plain sight, waiting for you to recognize it. So the next time you come across a 1983 nickel, don't ignore it. Examine it carefully. Look for sharp steps on Monticello. Scrutinize for errors, and if you think you found something special, get it authenticated and graded. That small piece of American history could be your passport to unimaginable wealth. Fortune doesn't always arrive in gold bars or lottery tickets. Sometimes it jingles softly in your pocket, disguised as a simple 5-cent coin. See you in the next video. Goodbye.